Well, it's interesting. After Dragon's Den, a lot of plans were presented to us. It was exciting. Suddenly I had branding and people wanted to know me and meet me and have these ideas that they think would be great for Swim Patrol. One thing I'm fiercely passionate about is it must be nothing that affects the community feel we have at Swim Patrol, and we really foster that, and it's really important to me personally. So some of the ideas are interesting, but I can't see how they could correlate and match without sacrificing that standard of community that I love pushing. And if I got to the day where I wasn't enjoying what I did, obviously, I'd probably walk away from it or try something else. So you ask, where are we going to take Swim Patrol? Yeah, we have all these plans on the table, and it's up to us. I have to meet with Deborah. We meet her every 2 months as the investor. So I'll go through this with Deborah and my team, our strategic team, and we'll slowly sort of look at them all and decide where to take Swim Patrol next. Because I'm really keen for the community, my dancers, my teachers, to always have something interesting. It's very easy to be stale, I think. Even our community, they need to have new venues and enticing new dancers and things, new teachers and new exciting evenings. So yeah, to stay fresh is a real challenge for us, especially as we're probably one of the market leaders now. So it's very easy to be watched and people do the same thing as us. So you've got to come up and be innovative again. We all have a different role at Swim Patrol. My role is the cool new stuff. What are we going to do? Are we going to do a Guinness Book of Records world-breaking Charleston somewhere to get all the students excited? Are we going to try and approach the people at Wembley? Because I know we could put 1,000 dancers on Wembley Stadium. There's all sorts of fun things we can do, as well as perhaps fitness programs and things that pay the bills. But getting that balance right, I guess that's my job. Well, we have these think tank days. So we have these strategic planning days where I invite a couple of teachers, I invite our social media person, I invite our central team, and I say, think of 5 things that will help pay us bills, and think of 5 things that are great for the community. When I say things like the community, we have dancers. Maybe we need a cake team, a cake baking team, so if it's someone's birthday, there's always a cake on hand. Those things that they're not paying bills, but they're so important to the fabric of what we do and who we are. And then there's those things where, well, you've got to pay your bills, and that are a bit more like teaching in schools. There's a two-edged thing with that. One of the biggest challenges is we don't have our own studio in London. So it's a massive cost on our, asset and liability, or on our revenues. The rentals around London are brutal. We've got the London Swing Festival this weekend. The rents will be £20,000. Imagine converting that as an Australian. So imagine if we had our own property where we could have troupe rehearsals and we could teach them, we could use it during the day for daytime private lessons and so forth. So that was my pitch when I went on Dragon's Den, but they didn't like the idea. Now, either I didn't have enough time to explain it properly, or I mentioned alcohol, but it just all went wrong. Having said that, I still believe in it, and I think perhaps I just didn't get the message across properly, that we are really, really focused on. That's one of the next things we have to do, is find our own property, and I think that will be a huge thing for us and a big next step for Swim Patrol.